The Air Carrier Access Act, a law without enforcement. The ACAA, the Air Carrier Access Act of 1986, appears to be progressive legislation protecting the rights of individuals with disabilities in air travel. However, closer examination reveals a critical flaw that makes this act more symbolic than effective. Individuals cannot directly sue airlines for violations. While the ACAA aims to prevent discrimination against passengers with disabilities, the absence of a private right of action creates a significant legal gap. Without the ability to pursue direct lawsuits, the Act lacks real enforcement power. People facing discrimination must instead use other legal channels, often turning to different civil rights statutes for protection. This creates extra barriers for people who are already dealing with system-wide obstacles, forcing them to find complex workarounds for what should be straightforward equal treatment violations. The message this sends is troubling. Protecting the rights of individuals with disabilities is treated as optional rather than required. When a law lacks strong enforcement tools, it becomes nothing more than a suggestion that companies can ignore without real consequences. The ACAA shows the gap between good intentions in lawmaking and real-world effectiveness. Meaningful change needs more than carefully written laws. It needs strong enforcement tools. Without changes to include private right of action, the ACAA remains an empty promise. People experiencing discrimination in air travel often need to hire legal experts to navigate these challenges. This requirement shows how a system meant to protect rights actually creates more barriers for those seeking justice. This pattern of creating laws without proper enforcement tools mirrors problems seen in other civil rights legislation, where the real-world impact falls short of the promised protections. The lack of direct accountability allows airlines, like other regulated organizations, to avoid following the rules with minimal consequences.